So I guess it's about time that I've shown you my new tyres, what I finally decided to go for. There'll be a video popping up here from that video where we had some great discussions down in the comments and people recommended some amazing brands which I've looked at in the past, but they ultimately come down to is being able to trust a tyre that I've run before and I don't want to let me down, because the bike I do use to commute, and last thing I want is when it's wet and windy and cold and trying to get home from work is a puncture. And I know a lot of the tyres that people recommended are pretty much bulletproof, but I wanted something that had that balance between being bulletproof and also having good performance. So without further ado, the tyres that I decided to go with are a Continental Grand Prix 4-season in a 32mm. I've run these in the past. I think this will be my third set, what I've had. Previously I've had them in a 25mm and they've never let me down. I think I might have had a couple of punches on them and nothing really would have stopped these, but these are a tyre that I can trust and I know will give me good grip, good rolling resistance and also good puncture protection. It's a good all-round tyre. Not the cheapest tyre in the world, but I managed to find a good deal on these from Sigma Sports. I forget what I paid on them now, but I know I got a discount on them. So thank you everyone for the comments and the advice. Next summer I have decided that I am going to run a Pirelli P0 in a 30mm. I did try finding some Pirelli P0 4 seasons and I was really struggling to find them. There was kept coming back with a Cinturato, but when I looked at the weights on them, they was quite heavy. There was like half a kilo each tyre, which I don't want to run anything that heavy. These out of interest weight, I'm not too sure, but the weights and everything will all be popping up here. Now, to go alongside these, I've actually also decided to go with, now, I don't know whether I'm going to run them. I'm going to fit them now, but I'm not too sure how they're going to fit. Is a Continental white tube. Now these start at 32mm and I believe it goes up to, I'm not 100% sure reading the label on the box there, they actually go up to 42mm. So it's quite a beefy tyre that can go on. Probably looking at more like a gravel tyre to be honest with you, but the weight again, I forget what the weight was on this, but they'll all be popping up here. The tyres and the weights will be popping up here. I'm really excited to bring back that comfort to the bike. The bike is super comfy, honestly, I love it. But I did notice a difference going from the 32mm tubeless tyres that were fitted to my 28mm Continental GP5000s. It worked a lot, but it was noticeable. So yeah, I'm excited to get back on some 32mm and have that comfort. I'm not bothered about speed when the weather's the way it's been at the moment. I'm more bothered about having that good traction, good rolling resistance and enjoying the good times that two wheels bring. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get in the garden, I'm going to show you on one of the wheels how to fit it without using tyre levers, and I'm going to show you the tyre levers that I use. If you know how to fit a tyre, there'll be time codes down below in the bottom and you can just click ahead to wherever you want, and then after I've fitted them I'm going to take them out on a test ride and see how they actually perform. So yeah, without further ado, let's get in the garden and let's get these bad boys fitted. Let's go. Good morning. Obviously I'm not in the garden. I did go in the garden and start filming, but the microphone you could see me wearing on my bloody collar, bloody battery wouldn't run out and then it wouldn't charge up. Something that I bought off eBay. Lesson learned, don't buy off eBay. And actually it was a flipping nightmare trying to film showing a tyre going on. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the comments to a video. Yeah, hopefully that can help you, but I suspect that 90% of people that watch this channel can change a tyre. Also, I did fit the Continental inner tubes, the 32 to 47, 42, I can't remember now. I did fit them. They weren't any easy. Although, I have been thinking, would it be saving weight putting a standard 28mm inner tube in there and just let it stretch? They only got the light version of the Continental to save weight really over the standard 32 to 47, because they was heavy. this is just a test video segment to test out these new tyres. I'm just making my way over to Cragg Vale and it's howling the wind, so I'm going to test it going over there, see how it feels like climbing, and also test it going down Blackstone Edge, which I covered in the, I've done it a few times on videos, but anyway, yeah, we're going to go down there. So I'm going to make my way to Cragg and come back to you. Well, I'm just at the foot of Cragg Vale. I've just delayered. Apparently we've still got the tailwind. I'll put a screenshot up here of that from Windsock. Although I think it's talking nonsense because it always changes down here. It feels very, very calm. But when you get to the open part of the top of Cragg Vale, it goes wild. Now, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to film this. I'm going to put an effort in if there is a tailwind. If there's not, I'll come back to you halfway up. Yeah, try and get a PR up here. I'm on the 32mm tyres, which would be a Brucey bonus. So far, they feel really comfy. However, I think I put too much pressures in them. I put them at 70 psi. I think I should have dropped them down to about 65. Just feels slightly of a little bit so harsh. But yeah, I guess tyre pressures are personal to each person. Normally what I do is, as I go up a tyre size, I drop the psi down by 10. So on my 28s, I run 80. And with these, I've gone up 4mm. Anyway, that's a whole nother waffle. But yeah, play around with tyre pressures. So I'm going to get up here. I'm going to come back to you at the top. I won't be able to tell you if I've got a PR though, because idiot forgot to charge his Wahoo. At least I think I did anyway, I hope I did. So I'm just going to have to just gun it. But my Strava will let us know. I'll put everything up at the end of the video. Right, less waffling, more riding, get up to the top. You can't see it, but it's just beyond them houses, the top of the hill. Let's do this. One last thing as well, I've not actually shown you the tyres on the wheels, just realised. So here they are, the Grand Prix 4 Seasons. Now the valves I could have got done with getting a longer one. It was a 42mm valve, but there's enough in there for me to pump them up. My rims, I forget what the outer and inner measurements are, but it is quite ballooned on there. So it's not the most aero. Me and the word aero being 6'2" and 100 plus kilos. Yeah, 115, that might be a little bit more than that. Anyway, yeah, me and aero don't go together. Me and comfort, however, we do go together. So, anyway, less talking, more riding, up the top of this bleeding bugger. Well, that was grim. Honestly, having no GPS unit is hard. It's really hard to manage your effort and balance that time, because usually I have live segments on there and then I can see roughly how far in front I am and whether I've got time to back off a little bit and take a bit of rest. And I think I did it in around 30 minutes, which ain't too bad. To say I'm on bigger tyres, and it felt good going up. But yeah, I'm just at the top of Blackstone Edge now. I've got to do the descent down and I can't see nothing. It's literally there. I filmed it before, try and get a screenshot of when I last filmed it. And there's a reservoir there, which you can see from here normally. And then you can normally see the top of the pub just over there. Anyway, time to do the descent down now. See how this feels.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the
Boogie Winger.
Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
How good was that descent then? That was mega. To go from misty to now being in clear blue skies, it's been crazy. But yeah, enjoyable. And one thing I did notice is that the wheels sounded really quiet. Good move jumping back up to these, to the 32s. especially for winter. If next year I will jump back on the I'll jump on the 30s, might even use the 28s, the GP 5000s that I've got, because to be fair, there's not wrong with them. Still got thousands of miles left on them. We'll see. Maybe Pirelli might send me some tyres to test. Doubt it. So yeah, better get back, and then I'll come back to you and we'll have a look at the stats. I'll pick a couple of segments out and see how they stack up against previous times. Well, I'm back, a little less snotty, a little less sweaty, and a little more composed than what I was during the ride. Now, I said to you earlier on that I was going to go through my segments, but to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter what my segment times are. It's more about what the comfort of these tyres are like and how they actually feel. And what I can tell you is I actually, when I stopped recording, I actually took a little bit more pressure out of the tyres and they felt super comfortable. I need to just refine it a little bit. But other than that, there was brilliant. There was brilliant. I hit potholes in him, deliberately hit potholes in him, and it just went over them like nobody's business. There was quiet on the roads. There was reasonably fast rolling. I did notice a difference in terms of performance against the GP 5000s, which you're gonna. But for a training tyre, I think they're absolutely perfect, because I know come next summer when I put the GP 5000s back on, or if I decide to go down the route of putting a Pirelli P0 in a 30mm on, they're going to go, like, honestly, they're going to feel like, the only way I can describe it is when you was a kid and you put your slippers on and you went running outside. Boy, could you run in them. You just feel like you were running like a million miles an hour in them, and that's the difference when you jump from these tyres and you go to a performance tyre in the summer when the roads are clean, and just it's a lot more safer to run a tyre like that, and definitely going to feel the benefit of it. And that's what I want to do, because the time of the year that we're coming into now is going to be training season, so it's going to be lots of Zwift, outdoor rides, and just building that fitness for summer 2024, spring 2024, hopefully summer 2024 we actually get one, because this one's been a write-off. But yeah, fan of the tyres. Any questions that you've got, leave them down below. I'll be back with you next week, so until then, take care of yourselves. Please consider subscribing, and obviously thank you for all the support that the channel's been getting lately. It's been absolutely phenomenal, honestly. It blew my head off how many likes and people watching and subscribing. It's been amazing. So until then, I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Have a good one.